Yeah, smart running from the Fervet boys, because no need to engage, no need to challenge Itubo. Beating him would be a Herculean task.
Here's another massive final coming up. The Class 2 girls, 1500 meter. Shamika Dennis of Stets, Alexia Palmer of Sydney Pagan, KEVONGAYE Fowler, Edwin Allen, Dahlia Fairweather of Hydel, Natania Robinson of Immaculate, Alike Reynolds of Alphonsus Davis, Ashton Shepherd of Homewood, Kea Anderson of the Queen School, Shamika Dennis of Alphonsus Davis, and Nakia Anderson of Excelsior, Jada Fletcher of St. Jago, and Rihanna Collington of Edwin Allen. Shamika Dennis represents St. Elizabeth Technical.
Yeah, this final with the defending champion Alike Reynolds, won last year, 4 minutes 41.29. In this final, interestingly as well, KEVONGAYE Fowler, who just missed out on a medal, she was 4 minutes 47.16. So she looking to try and get on the podium. Kea Anderson of the Queen School, she was also in the final last year, finished in 5th. So a big final on hand. Tabriel Williams, also of Alphonsus Davis, a finalist last year, returns. She was 7th, but eyes on Alike Reynolds and KEVONGAYE Fowler.
So let's let the viewers and listeners know what the real story is in this 1500 meters. Last year in the 1500 meters, some from Edwin Allen thought that KEVONGAYE Fowler could win. Even though she was in her first year Class 2, she ended up 4th, didn't even get a medal. Alike Reynolds of Alphonsus Davis, well trained, shout out to Megan, her coach, got the gold. They're back again in this final, and suddenly the Edwin Allen team are saying, well, we know that Alike Reynolds beat KEVONGAYE Fowler last year, got the gold, Fowler with no medal, but we think we're going to flip the script on them, and they from Edwin Allen say KEVONGAYE Fowler wins this race.
Yeah, there is no doubt that KEVONGAYE Fowler has been the dominant performer this season at 800 and 1500 meters. Alike Reynolds has been far from her best this campaign, but if there's one thing she's shown over the years is that when it comes on to championship, she knows how to get it right when it matters. Can she do that again?
We should also point out there are 2 from Alphonsus Davis in there. Tabriel Williams, a strong competitor as well. And Alike Reynolds, I should point out, both her legs have kinesio tape, both her calf muscles with kinesio tape on them, but she goes to the lead.
Yeah, she goes to the lead. That's where she's like to be. And she starts out right at the front with Kea Anderson, one of the most improved athletes. And, well, what has happened here?
That's her teammate.
That's her teammate. The second Edwin Allen athlete in this field has gone out blazing.
Collington.
Wow. I'm wondering if this is some sort of a plan from Rihanna Collington. Well, nobody is engaging or paying her any mind at this stage. She's really looking to surprise this pack.
So let's go back to the original script. KEVONGAYE Fowler from Edwin Allen is now in 2nd. That's her on screen, number 243. Right beside her from St. Jago is Jada Fletcher, another strong competitor.
Who was also in the final last year.
Wonder what happened there, because...
Well, the field will catch up with her. Collington, she has the early lead, but a long way to go. KEVONGAYE Fowler is in 2nd position, and we spoke about KEVONGAYE Fowler being the favorite for the gold medal here. She's never won a Champs Gold medal, and that's difficult to believe because she's so often being the favorite. Like last year, she is the favorite again, and she has 1 silver, 1 bronze at Champs. She's won Carifta gold medals, but never at the ISSA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships.
But she's back in the lead now, KEVONGAYE Fowler, so we really have to wonder what was Rihanna Collington thinking, burning all of that energy up and now in 10th place.
And on the flip side, Alike Reynolds has never lost a final at Champs, so she has absolute pedigree when it comes on to running these races, and she's in the middle of the pack. She's hoping to find that championship medal and repeat this year.
Of course, gentlemen, we have another complication in that the race has become a strategic one. It is not very fast. They've actually kept the pace. After Collington rushed to the front, everybody waited and have now swallowed her up.
And she's incidentally at the back of the pack now, Collington. I think she wanted to, not sure what the tactic was there, but she's fallen well behind the pace.
The impressive thing about KEVONGAYE Fowler this season is that she's been able to win off different strategies. different paces, and here she is with the pace slowing. Jada Fletcher right alongside her. Then in third position, that is Alike Reynolds.
I have to tell you though, the kickers race is a dangerous race, because then you allow other people other than KEVONGAYE Fowler and Alike Reynolds in with a shot.
Alexia Palmer of Sydney Pagan, potentially dangerous as well. She's in fifth position with Tabriel Williams, Class 3 bronze medalist in 2023 for Alphonsus Davis, now in sixth position. Kea Anderson in seventh. Can be dangerous, Kea Anderson. She has a nice kick as well, but she looks to be suffering and moving off the pace with the top six.
With 500 meters to go, Ricardo, KEVONGAYE Fowler and Alike Reynolds are right beside each other.
Yeah, Alike Reynolds did the smart thing, got out of trouble before they got to the final lap, went on the outside on the shoulder of KEVONGAYE Fowler, so she knows that if it comes down to a sprint finish, she has some space to move as they approach the bell lap.
Also dangerous in this race is Dahlia Fairweather of Hydel High, formerly of St. Mary High School. She won the Carifta Under-17 title 2 years ago in Grenada, and she is hanging off that leading pack in sixth position. Kea Anderson not quite done yet. She's in seventh, but it's KEVONGAYE Fowler who leads the 1500 final for Class 2 girls. Alike Reynolds is in third. Alexia Palmer of Sydney Pagan is dangerous, and she goes wide. But it's Fowler who steps on the accelerator. Reynolds is in second. A season or two ago, and you would give Alike Reynolds the edge from this position, but she has not been as devastating over the last 200 meters this season as in the past, and KEVONGAYE Fowler has been. Fowler moves away from the rest of the field. Alike Reynolds is in second. Alexia Palmer of Sydney Pagan third. Tabriel Williams in fourth. KEVONGAYE Fowler sprints down the home stretch. Alike Reynolds will be beaten for the first time at Champs, and for the first time at Champs, KEVONGAYE Fowler wins gold in the 1500 meters. Reynolds gets silver, Alexia Palmer bronze, Dahlia Fairweather gets fourth ahead of Tabriel Williams in fifth, but KEVONGAYE Fowler is at last a champion at Champs.
Redemption, doing extra. She's been there, she's been close, but she's now a Champs champion.
Yeah, she made no mistake this time around. She managed the race as best as she could. She knows.
Here's a message. Does she have a message for us? Sleep in peace. Her training partner, for those who may not have heard, Ricardo, a young lady from Edwin Allen, passed away from the Edwin Allen team, track team.
Yeah, last year.
That was last year. Really sad, and now that she dedicates this moment to her. What a performance. She's been on a mission all season, and she delivers, and the 1500 is not her favorite event. She much prefers the 800 meters, but she delivers here